Good afternoon, my friends. Let's start our lesson today, Unit 3. What will they think of next? 3 grammar on pages 36 and 37. Today we're going to talk about future. Okay, my friends, listen to me carefully. Future perfect. Okay, the future perfect is used to express the idea that an action will be completed in the future. Okay, so we want to talk about an action that will be completed in the future before another event or before another specific time in the future. Okay, before another event, of course, in the future, or before another specific time in the future. The future perfect is formed with will, have plus past participle. The future perfect is formed with will have plus past participle. For example, by the time my children are grown, by the time my children are grown, scientists will have found a solution to global warming. By the time my children are grown, scientists will have found a solution to global warming. The second example, the car company will have introduced their new models by November. Again, the car company will have introduced their new models by November or before November. Sorry. Next point, my friends, future perfect progressive. We talked about future perfect and we said that it is formed with will have plus past participle. Future perfect progressive. The future perfect progressive is used to focus on the duration of an action. I mean the time, the duration of the action. I mean the time, the period of time that will be happening in the future before another time or event happens in the future. Again, the future perfect progressive is used to focus on the duration of an action that will be happening in the future before another time or event happens in the future or event happens in the future. The future perfect progressive is formed with will have been plus past participle. Will have been plus past participle. Future perfect will have plus past participle. Future perfect progressive will have been plus present participle. Present participle, my friends, means ing. Present participle means ing. So again, future perfect will have plus past participle. Future perfect progressive will have been plus present participle or ing. As you know, progressive means ing. For example, by the year 2025, people will have been flying for 122 years. Okay, again, by the year 2025 or 2025, people will have been flying for 100 or 122 years. Okay, my friends, note, sometimes either the future perfect or future perfect progressive can be used to express the same idea sometimes. Okay, sometimes. For example, by 2022, I will have been living in Sao Paulo for 15 years. Again, by 2022, I will have been living in Sao Paulo for 15 years. Here we used present perfect progressive, present perfect progressive. In the second example, by 2022, I will have lived in Sao Paulo for 15 years. Here we use will have lived or future perfect. Okay, my friends, is it clear, my friends? Is it clear, my friends? Let's move to the future with dependent time clauses. Here we are talking about future simple. As you know, there are 4 types of future: future simple, future progressive, future perfect progressive. We have four types of future. And future simple, we have two types, will or gonna. The future with dependent time clauses. Here we are talking about future simple. We can talk about a future event using a time clause with when, before, after, while, until, and since. Okay? A present tense, or I mean present simple or simple present. A present tense verb form, not a future form, not a future form, is used in the time clause with when, before, after, while, until, and since. Okay, my friends? A present tense verb form, not a future form, is used in the time clause. And will or be going to, I mean am is are going to, be means am is are, am or is or are, going to are used in the main clause, are used in the main clause. Okay, my friends. For example, my father will keep using his old-fashioned cord phone until it breaks. So here, with the time clause, we use present simple, and with the main clause, we use will or gonna. When he finishes working on his invention, he's gonna let or he is going to let me try it out. Okay, my friends. Now, my friends, let's move to exercise A on page 36. Use the future perfect to combine the future events into one sentence using by or by the time. Okay, my friends. Again, my friends, exercise A, use the future perfect to combine the future events into one sentence using by or by the time. The first event, I will take all my final exams. This is the first event. The second event, the end of June will come. The end of June will come. So here we have two events. The first one, I will take all my final exams. The second event, the end of June will come. So we'll join the two events, or we're going to combine them in one sentence. By the end of June, I will have taken all my final exams, as he asked me to use future perfect, just the future perfect. By the end of June, by the end of June, I will have taken all my final exams. Okay? So when the end of June comes, at this point, or at this time, I will have taken all my final exams. I will have finished them. Okay, my friends? Number one, the first event, it will start to rain. It will start to rain. The second event, we will arrive at the picnic. We will arrive at the picnic. Now we want to join the two events. We're going to join the two events. Who can, my friends? Let's listen to Salah Diqmaq.
Read the question, then answer.
No need. You can
Okay.
just answer. I have just
Okay.
read it. The first event, it will start to rain. The second event, we will arrive at the picnic. Yes?
By the time we arrive at the picnic, it will have started to rain.
It will have started to rain. Excellent. By the time we arrive at the picnic, it will have started to rain. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. The second example, number two, who can read and answer. Now I want you to read and answer. Number two, let's listen to Osama al-Mashari.
First event, I will fall asleep. Second event, this film will be over.
Yes. I will fall asleep. This is the first event. The second, the film will be over. Yes.
By the end of the film, I will fall asleep.
Excuse me again, my friend.
By the end of the film,
You have to, yeah, by the end of the film.
uh, I will fall asleep.
Okay, thank you. But we can say it in another words. In other words,
Okay.
I will have fallen asleep by the time this film is over, or I can start with by the time this film is over, by the time this film is over. As you know, we change will be to this future to present. By the time this film is over, I will have fallen asleep. Okay? Or I will have fallen asleep by the time this film is over. Okay, my friends. 3. Who can read and answer, my friends? Who can read and answer? Let's listen to Ahmed Samer. Ahmed Samer.
Yes, teacher.
Wait, my friend. Yes, Ahmed, read, please.
3. Last event. I will get married and
The
have
first,
children.
not the last.
Last event.
No, the first event. This one ST means first, not the second or the last.
Okay. First event. I will get married and have children. 2 events. 2024
The
will come.
second event.
The second
NE
event.
means the second.
The second event. 2024 will come.
Yes.
By 2024, I will have getting married and had children.
Gotten, not getting. I will have gotten married and had children. Great. So by 2024, I will have gotten married and had children. Thank you. Thank you, Ahmed. Great. Now let's move to our friend Diya Al-Madi, number 4, Diya Al-Madi. Diya Al-Madi.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, my friend.
My father will work at his company for 20 years.
Wait, Diya, please, wait, my friend. Again, Diya, please. The first event.
My father will work at his company for 20 years. Second event, he will retire.
Yeah. Yes.
My
Can you
father-
join? Can you combine the two events into one sentence?
My father will retire.
The
at
first
his-
event, my father will work at his company for 20 years. The second event, he will retire. Okay. So we can say by the time
By the time my father will retire.
retires, by the time we
Retire.
use present after by the time. By the time my father retires, yes,
He will work. He
we
worked at his company.
need future perfect. Future perfect. Will plus have plus past participle.
He will have worked at his company for 2 years.
Again, from the very beginning, by the time,
By the time my father will retire, he will have worked at his company for 20 years.
excellent. By the time my father retires, he will have worked at this or at his company for 20 years. Okay. Number 5. Number 5, who can answer? Abdurrahman bin Atif. Abdurrahman bin Atif.
He will decide which college to attend.
This is the first
Uh,
event. The second
First
one,
event. February will come.
yes.
He will decide which college
He will
to
decide
attend.
We can't use a past participle after will.
He will decide which college to attend by February.
But here you didn't use future perfect. You used future simple. He will decide the same. He will decide. We need future perfect, not future simple.
Deciding.
Try again, my friend. Try. Future perfect is formed with will have plus past participle. So can you do it again? Can you say it again? He will have. Okay. Let's listen to Osama al-Mashari. Yes, my friend Osama. Osama al-Mashari.
Yes.
Yes, my friend.
By the first event, will decide which college to attend. Second event, February will come. By by fe- by the by February, he by Feb, by the
By February,
uh,
he
by February, he will decide which which
the same mistake, Osama. You said he will decide, and Abdurrahman bin Atif said he will decide.
okay.
We
Sorry,
need future
I
perfect,
forgot
my
about it.
friend.
A mistake. Sorry, I forgot about it.
No problem. Can you do,
But Sammy, yes,
can you do it again?
yes, yes, I can do it again. Why?
Yes, I can hear you.
But he by the by he,
By February,
by February by February
by February,
Sam,
yes, by February,
I will decide.
he,
I will decide which college to attend.
thank you anyway, Osama. Let's listen to Salah Diqmaq.
Thanks.
Can I answer or
Yeah,
read the answer? Okay.
answer.
He will have decided which college to attend by February.
By February, we can start with by February, or we can place it at the end, no problem. But the problem is we need future perfect. He will decide. This is future simple. Future perfect will have plus past participle of decide. So he will have decided which college to attend by February, of course. He will have decided which college to attend by February. Number 6, who can, my friends? Who can, my friends? The food will get cold. The food will get cold, okay? The second, this is the first event. The second event, you will come to the table. You will come to the table. So please hurry. Who can, my friends? Who can, my friends? Who can try? Who can try? I can say Muhammad al-Tawil, yes.
اقراهم استاذ.
No need.
Okay. By the time you will come to the table, the food will get cold.
Will get cold is future simple, my friends. My friends, the food will get cold is future simple. Here we need future perfect. Future perfect. We need will have plus past participle. So can you do it again, Muhammad Tawil? Can you try? Can you try again?
By the time you will come to the table, the food will
By the time what?
gotten colder.
By the time
Getting
what?
cold. By the time you will come to the table,
By the
the
time
food
we use a simple present after by the time. So by the time you come, present simple or simple present, by the time you come to the table, by the time you come to the table, the food the food let's listen to
the
yes,
food will have gotten cold.
the food will have gotten cold. Will have and the past participle of get got gotten, will have gotten cold. By the time you come to the table, the food will have gotten cold. So please hurry up. Okay, the last one. Let's listen to Ahmed Samir. The first
Teacher.
event, he will
The
learn
first
to
event,
yeah,
he will learn to drive.
yes,
Second event, he will graduate.
great.
By the time he graduates, he will have learned to drive.
By the time he graduates,
Yes, graduates.
yeah, because
He will have
this,
learned to drive.
because this is a simple present. By the time he graduates, he will have learned to drive.
He will have learned to drive.
Excellent,
Yes.
Ahmed. Great. So I can say, by the time he graduates, he will have learned to drive, or he will have learned to drive by the time he graduates. Thank you, my friends. Thank you. Now let's move to exercise B on page 37. But please, you have just 2 minutes to write down. Just 2 minutes to write down, my friends. Exercise B on page 37, use the future perfect or the future perfect progressive to complete each sentence. Sorry, my friends. Sherry started studying biology in 2019. Sherry started studying biology in 2019 or 2019. So we can say by 2023, by 2023, I can say 20 or 20 or 2000. By 2023, she will have been studying biology for 4 years, from 2019 to 2023. There are 4 years, so she will have been studying, okay, biology for 4 years. Okay, my friends. Okay, my friends. Number 1, who can answer? Who can answer, my friends? Let's listen to Abdurrahman bin Atif.
My parents got married in 1990. 1990.
Yes.
By 2024.
Yeah, you have to calculate the period of time between 1990 and 2024. So yes.
By 2024, they will have married. They will have been married for 34 years.
Excellent. So by 2024, they will have been married for 35 years. Great. Number 2. Number 2, my friends. Who can read an answer? Let's listen to Diya al-Madi. Diya al-Madi.
My brother became a vegetarian 3 weeks ago. By next week, he will have been a vegetarian for a month.
Again. Again. Again, my friend. Yeah.
My brother became a vegetarian 3 weeks ago. By next week, he will have been been vegetarian for a month.
Great, thank you, my friend. He by next week, again, my brother became a vegetarian 3 weeks ago. By next week, he will have been a vegetarian for 4 weeks. He will have been a vegetarian, okay? Okay, my friends, this is the end of our lesson today. We're going to complete the exercises on page 37 tomorrow or next Sunday. Thank you, my friends.